Now at 6, explosions heard in parts of Franklin County today. We're tracking the latest. Stacy?
And we had a nice day today, much less wind, but get ready for a very chilly night. All the details coming up in my first alert weather forecast.
And the ACLU is blasting the Sunnyside School Board. Our Emily Goodell says if things don't change, they're planning to sue. All that and more coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Austin Reed. We are going to start on this Wednesday with April cruising by and hot summer months right around the corner. If you live in one Southeast Washington community, you can actually prepare now for wildfires through free resources. It's a program, and new at 6, we're learning more about that. When you first moved here, did you think about being ready for wildfire?
Well, actually, I grew up here.
Meet Walla Walla homeowner Rick Westfall. This is his home, close to 2,000 feet in elevation and overlooking Walla Walla County.
So I grew up in the wildfire scene a little bit, doing cat work. It's funny because you work on that so much, but sometimes you forget to maintain what you have around your house.
On this sunny Wednesday morning, Westfall offered up his house as a backdrop for today's announcement. The husband and father almost lost his home due to a wildfire a few years ago.
One day of that crew coming every year, or 2 or 3 days of just me going out and keeping it clean. That's something I can manage. So it took that big task, clearing it all, which would have taken me weeks, down to, hey, it's done.
Westfall used his home to demonstrate firsthand the simple steps residents can take now to prepare their home and property.
And that's what makes these programs successful, is a collaboration that is amongst all responders, property owners, and I'm really excited that we're kicking off this event today.
Not every county in the state offers this program. In our viewing area, counties like Yakima and Kittitas County participate, and of course now Walla Walla. Over 3,000 people, though, statewide have already requested the free in-person home visit and forest health consultations.
And with 11 counties, including Walla Walla County, actively engaging the residents, this momentum only continues to grow. The program is for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a homeowner, renter, or small forest landlord.
The month of May is also Wildfire Awareness Month in Washington, so the timing of this cannot be better.
One of my roles is to work with homeowners like Rich here to come out to properties and identify any hazards, as well as any things that homeowners have done that have really benefited the defensibility. And so all sorts of combustibles like cushions, like mulch and other things like that. Those are places where those embers can travel potentially miles from a fire.
And for Westfall, he told me today that he can now sleep much better at night and believes if you take advantage of the free program, you'll rest easier as well.
Washington State Penitentiary will bring guys up and clean around your house. And they came up for 3 to 4 days. We didn't realize how much fuel we had.
Yeah, it was fun learning all about the ways that you can protect your property. To sign up for the program, just head to wildfireready.dnr.wa.gov. Now, we have also posted that direct link on our website. We'll get it up there within the next hour at applevalleynewsnow.com. Other news tonight, to follow up to that large fire in Benton County we first brought you as breaking news yesterday on air and online live. Investigators are still working to figure out how the fire started, but say a spark may have come from a piece of machinery in a field nearby. The fire burned a vacant home and at least 4 other outbuildings before firefighters were able to put it out. Windy conditions were also a factor, spreading the fire to about 20 acres.
Well, we're also tracking developing news in Franklin County, where first responders raced to a detached garage that caught fire this afternoon. Take a look. First responders tell us a propane tank in the garage exploded, although it's still not clear why that happened. The house isn't far from a fire station, so crews were able to get there very quickly.
At this point, we don't know what caused the fire. However, once the fire was going in the detached garage, there was supposedly some propane tanks stored in the garage, and those lit and exploded once the fire got going.
Now, there's no reports of injuries tonight, although the contents of the garage may be a total loss there.
All All right, time to talk about our weather. We've got some cold weather just hours away.
Not just cold, potentially freezing, Stacy.
That's right. We do have a freeze warning in place until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Late overnight, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when it's going to get the coldest. But all the way from the Kittitas Valley into the Yakima Valley, Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues, everybody bring those sensitive plants inside tonight. Maybe those hanging flower pots. Bring those in because they may not make it. It's going to be very chilly. Now, the temperatures are showing in the 30s, and some of us, even though it shows 30 in Pendleton, we might even drop down into the 20s. So it'll happen briefly and quick, but should be over with. Look for a chilly night ahead. Right now, though, beautiful evening as we look out on our Legends Casino Skycam. 62 degrees. Our winds are down to zip, which is nice after the last couple of days. Our sunset tonight at 7:47. Clear and chilly for tonight. We're going to see some frost in places. Be aware of that. Our gradual warming trend has actually already begun. Get ready for a nice weekend. All those details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
We appreciate that, Stacy. Thank you. Well, we are going to head to politics now. The Sunnyside School Board is elected at large. That means people can vote for representatives outside of their own district.
Now, the ACLU says that system violates the Washington Voting Rights Act because even when the majority Latinx community overwhelmingly votes for a Latinx candidate, they still can't win.
And Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the ACLU has told the school board to expect a lawsuit if they don't make a change.
In Sunnyside's District 5, 59% of active voters are Latinx. Last year, over 90% of them voted for a Latina candidate to represent them. But because it's an at-large system and other districts got to weigh in with their votes, she lost.
When you add in ththose other districts, Sandra Cesate loses despite the fact that the people that she would be representing chose her.
The vote dilution means that we don't have representation on a school board that represents a 92% student body of Latino students.
The ACLU says that school board ended up picking a white superintendent over 2 Latinx candidates with more experience, despite the community's objections.
The school district just frankly doesn't have to be accountable to them because the current election system means there are no consequences if they're not.
The ACLU also taking issue with the district's boundary lines.
What they've done is they've put 2 districts right in the middle of the city and then cut off the sides of the city so that there's 3 wider districts that are diluting the Latinx vote.
The ACLU says they've told the school district they need to redraw those lines and switch to a district-based system where districts get to pick their own representatives, something they can do by giving notice and holding a public hearing.
We genuinely hope that they work with us. I think this can be an easy, inexpensive fix that doesn't have to end in litigation.
But the ACLU says if the district doesn't respond within 90 days, the next step will be a lawsuit filed against them. In Sunnyside, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Emily, we reached out to the Sunnyside School Board and got a response saying that they have received the documents from the ACLU and are right now in the process of reviewing them. Alyssa.
Tonight, the Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office is encouraging parents to talk to their kids about the dangers of drugs. This as new numbers show a concerning rise in deadly overdoses. The Sheriff's Office says in the past 2 years, they've seen 14 drug overdose deaths countywide each year. So far this year, they've already seen 5 deadly overdoses. And the Sheriff's Office says there are many more cases where first responders are able to get there in time to save the person's life. But they say each overdose puts additional strain on law enforcement, on emergency medical services, and on hospitals. Well, as the month of April is winding down, cold weather is not really going anywhere so fast. Stacy's tracking a freeze warning set to go in effect within the next couple of hours. That's coming up in just a moment.
Also ahead, we will head back to Yakima, where community members on the east side of the city are getting something they've wanted for a long time, a new pool. Details coming up.
People are switching to Spectrum Internet. Let's see why.
We count on Spectrum Internet and the advanced Wi-Fi to always keep us connected and protected.
It's so reliable and fast.
Get Spectrum Internet with 99.9% reliability for $49.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and free security suite for 12 months with no added taxes or fees and no contracts. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-548-4999 or scan to call.
Ever since we switched to Spectrum Internet, our daughter's curiosity has a new spark.
Now we're saving a ton.
Since Spectrum Internet is fast and reliable, we don't worry about interruptions.
Amazing.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-548-4999.
Call now.
Now is a great time to get an offer you'll love on the Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid. Inventory is here, so bring on the fun. Bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the memories. And get a great offer on a Honda, named the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Race towards big wins at Wild Horse Resort and Casino during the $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes. The track comes alive with over $13,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Pick your lucky horse, jockey your way to victory, and ride away with up to $700 cash. Then join us Saturday, April 27 for a $15,000 grand prize. 3 winners will race towards the finish line, and the winner takes home $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, reliably fun, practical, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the new 2024 Kia Soul LX at Overturf Kia. New Kia Soul LX models start at just $20,490. Choose from 3 at this price or get 4.99% interest for up to 60 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
April is National Foot and Ankle Health Awareness Month. If children complain about recurring foot pain or have other problems, see a doctor. Get more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Prosser Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jerry Clifford is accepting new patients. This is how we care.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. After years of waiting, community members in East Yakima are finally getting their new pool.
This is exciting news. The Yakima City Council has approved a contract to begin construction this summer with the goal of opening in June 2025. The $10.5 million aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park being paid for with about $3 million from the city, $3 million from the county, over $2 million from the state, and over $2 million through community fundraising efforts.
It's been incredible to be a part of this. It has truly been, I believe, something that we will never see again, bringing this kind of money from so many different places.
Tonight, park officials say that they are still $400,000 short of the money needed to build the aquatic center, but they are hoping more donors will come forward soon.
Well, the EPA recently finalized rules that will require water companies to get forever chemicals out of tap water within the next few years. But that's not the only way these potentially dangerous chemicals are potentially impacting your health. They can be found in some makeup, sunscreen, even pizza boxes, a large family of potentially dangerous synthetic chemicals.
Perfluoroalkyl and polyfluoroalkyl are substances that are known as forever chemicals.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta says they're also called PFAS chemicals and can be found in consumer products that are made to be waterproof, non-stick, and stain-resistant.
These chemicals have been developed at this breakneck pace. And again, they're called forever chemicals because they don't break down completely.
What makes these chemicals durable also makes them hard to get rid of. They linger in the environment and in the human body. The CDC says nearly 97% of all Americans have these chemicals in their blood. They're linked to a variety of health problems, including cancer, kidney and liver damage, and other serious health problems in people with prolonged exposure. But in some cases, you can lessen your exposure.
You can avoid stain and water-resistant products and sprays. If you order delivery or takeout from restaurants, remove your food from takeout containers before reheating. When cooking at home, steer clear of non-stick cookware and filter your drinking water with activated carbon or reverse osmosis if possible.
Now, when it comes to PFAS in the water, a carbon filter often isn't enough. While you can buy filtration systems, they often cost thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, which is why it's so significant that the EPA has set these new standards to get the PFAS out of everyone's tap water.
Well, the Tri-Cities Cancer Center Foundation hosted its cancer-crushing breakfast this morning, raising money to support the Cadillac Tri-Cities Cancer Center. It was the 24th annual event that celebrated 3 decades of the Cancer Center being opened right here in the Tri-Cities. The center focuses on 4 different pillars: prevention, early detection, treatment, and survivorship. Physicians on a panel spoke about the past, present, and future of cancer treatment in the Tri-Cities.
Screening and prevention is critical. If you have friends and family members who are, maybe a little bit late on some of their screenings, I would encourage you to just reach out to them and, with a kind, caring heart and say, hey, this is really important and I care about you. So.
Foundation members, Cadillac physicians, cancer survivors, and more spoke at the event. Our very own Riley Fitzgerald will bring us the whole wrap-up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, which starts at 5 a.m., goes till 7 o'clock.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And here we are halfway through that work week on a beautiful Wednesday night. Dust Devil Sky Cam in Pasco. Look at that, looking good. I see some soccer happening out in the backfields. The team must be out on the road right now. 62 degrees. Our feels like temp is 62. Winds down to 0 finally tonight. Sunset at 7:47. Things are looking good. It's actually warmer than it was yesterday. Now, I've been showing you how much cooler it is. Look at this. We're a full 12 degrees warmer right now in Cle Elum, 5 in Tri-Cities and Yakima, 1 degree warmer in Pendleton. So we're on that warming trend. However, tonight's going to be chilly, and I'll get to that in a sec. Let's talk about allergies, sniffles, and sneezes out there. Those pollen counts are still way in the high area here for the next couple of days, decreasing but still medium high for the next couple of days. So everything's starting to bloom. Now let's talk about that cold weather pattern. We have this upper level low. It's been sitting here swirling around Canada. It's bringing that cold air right on through our region and will continue to do so overnight. Eventually, it's going to take a hike off to the east, and then we'll have a ridge of high pressure moving in. Freeze warning tonight for the Columbia Basin, Yakima, Kittitas valleys. We're expecting low temperatures. You want to cover those veggies and sensitive plants if you've already been gardening. Bring in those hanging baskets you might have gotten for Easter just for the night. They should be good to go tomorrow or into the weekend, so just be aware of that. Clear, cold, patchy frost through the area. We're in the 30s down below the freezing level or right at the freezing level here in the foothills of the Blues. Same thing in the Columbia Basin, a little cooler up the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. That's where we're expecting those micro pockets of really cold air, even down into the 20s overnight. This evening, planning your night out as the sun goes down. Those temperatures drop down to the 50s by 9 o'clock in Yakima. Great night for the fire pit. Tri-Cities will be down to 52 degrees by 9 p.m. Looking pretty good in Walla Walla. Just grab a coat, down to the 40s by 9 o'clock there tonight. And in Hermiston, still time to do some yard work, and again down to 48 degrees by 9 o'clock this evening. But nice clear skies and a pleasant evening. Look for lots of sunshine tomorrow, more seasonable with those temperatures warming up to our average or just above the average, like Tri-Cities close to 70. Our future cast, we don't have a lot of activity. You see that northerly flow. It'll start to shift off to the east, and a very slight chance of some stray showers in the upper elevations of the Blue Mountains. Road trip forecast, if you're heading to Seattle, looking good Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can encounter some showers. We have a little system moving in, mainly impacting the west side of the state, also in Oregon, where we have a chance of showers on Saturday as well. Looking good this weekend in Spokane, a little bit on the cool side with temperatures only hitting the 50s. Saturday up to 64, those overnight lows in the 30s. Let's take a look at our 7-day planner. Weather looking pretty good. Tri-Cities, look at that, 70s beginning Friday, right on through Earth Day on Monday. We hit 76 Tuesday, and we're expecting a little bit of a system to come in, another cold front middle of next week. So enjoy those several days in a row of warming temperatures. Walla Walla and Hermiston looking pretty good as well. Earth Day hitting the 70s in both Walla Walla and Hermiston. Not a bad looking forecast, guys. Back to you.
All right, Stacy. And spring weather is perfect for getting out and doing a little fishing.
A little of any outdoor activity, but tonight we are talking preparations for an annual fishing derby in the Tri-Cities. That's next on Apple Valley News Now.
Next, E.T.
I feel incredibly lucky.
We're with Zendaya taking her fashion tour to Hollywood. Then,
Hi, I'm Devin Sawa, and this is my E.T. retrospective.
next E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Deer Unleashed. No one knows the feeling of freedom quite the way you do. But damned if we don't come really, really close. Let's break the chain. Yours, Tundra.
Right now, get 3.99% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
You're going to Hollywood.
Watch Sunday and Monday on Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Nice work. You take card?
Can I get a check?
Sure. Let me go find one.
Thanks.
Check behind the VCR. Can I be frank? You're cutting off potential clients by not offering card payments. That's like only watching one channel.
That's fine. World War II channel.
One type of music.
Postmodern polka.
One chain.
Don't be a hater.
Try our mobile card reader.
Oh, good. You do take it.
Welcome to the future.
All right, let's power up.
Nice. 2 hands. 10 and 2. STCU Business.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-959-5913. That's 1-800-959-5913 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-959-5913 now.
Welcome back. A local springtime tradition returns to the Tri-Cities this weekend. It's the 24th annual Fishing Derby at Columbia Park Pond. This morning, organizers stocked the pond with fish to prepare for the Derby, which is coming up on Friday and Saturday. Organizers say it's a way for kids to try out a new skill, even if mom and dad haven't been fishing before. And all of the Derby participants will have the opportunity to take their catch home.
They'll take them home. In fact, we have fish cleaning stations, so they don't even have, mom doesn't even need to clean the fish. And then after, and I think this is important, after the Saturday event on Sunday, the lake will have a lot of fish in it.
Yeah, so this is important. Registration for this year's Derby is already full, but as you heard, starting on Sunday, Columbia Park Pond will still have fish in it, and it will be open for anybody younger than 15 or older than 70 to come fish. Well, Ford is recalling nearly 500,000 vehicles because of a battery issue that could increase your risk of a crash. What drivers need to know next.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
6 o'clock, bogey.
Did you say burger? Because I can go for a burger.
I'm not talking about burger.
Roger that. Fire now.
Need burger? Get burger! Spicy Western Bacon Cheeseburger, only at Carl's Jr.
Celebrate the 100th episode.
I'm damned excited about it.
With a family you've been part of for years.
Your great uncle, Seamus. He got drunk and fell into a well, thereby proving that he's a Connor.
The Connors, 100th episode, tonight on ABC.
The whole family is invited to the 61st Annual Parade of Gems, Saturday, April 26th through the 28th at the Modern Living Building at the Fairgrounds. This year's special theme is Petrified Wood of the Northwest. There will be demonstrations on gold panning, wire wrapping, lapidary, and more. There will be vendors on hand with rock and mineral specimens, jewelry, and lapidary equipment, plus games, raffle drawings, door prizes, and more. The doors open at 10. Bring the whole family to the Parade of Gems, April 26th through the 28th at the Fairgrounds in Yakima.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. All from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Prosser Digestive Health Center is now offering gastroenterology services daily, including weekends. Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg provides the full spectrum of digestive health care. His services include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
The average cost of hearing aids is nearly $5,000, but now you can buy a full pair of rechargeable, wireless, nearly invisible, easy to use, and comfortable hearing devices for only $99, but only from Audient.
It's easy to use.
They're small.
A pair of $99 Audient Atoms can be sold over the phone without having to see a doctor or audiologist. Call to order.
1-800-617-3809.
Next Extra, Zendaya serves up major style from Rome to Paris to LA. We've got her talking fashion, her sexy new love triangle, and transforming into a tennis pro.
It definitely is physically challenging.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Oh boy, look at that Carl's Jr. burger. Bacon, jalapenos, beef, cheese, bacon, beef. $5 on the app? What? Another burger. Lettuce, cheese, melty, delicious pickle. You gotta be kidding. Barbecue sauce, strip, crunchy onion rings. $5? I'm burger rich. Need burger? Get burger.
Welcome back. We have a consumer alert tonight. Ford is recalling more than 450,000 new Bronco Sport SUVs and Maverick pickups because of a battery issue that could increase your risk of a crash. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said Ford discovered an undetected low battery charge could lead to a loss of hazard lights or cause a loss of drive power, which increases your risk of a crash. Dealerships will fix the issue for free, and Ford will begin notifying owners starting next month.
This comes as Toyota is recalling around 55,000 brand new Prius and Prius HEVs. Toyota says water can get in through the rear door latch and cause a short circuit. The doors may also come open while you're driving if they're not locked. So if you have a 2023 or 2024 Prius, you can now take it to the dealer and get it fixed. Well, the Washington Department of Ecology has declared a drought emergency, even though it's only April.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Plus, we will see and hear from the Boeing whistleblower who says the 787 Dreamliner has serious safety risk.
And Governor Jay Inslee visiting our part of the region today. Hear what he had to say about that drought declaration as your news at 6:30 begins now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
A new $20 million technology center opened up in Richland today. Atkins Realis says it'll play a part in supporting cleanup efforts at the Hanford site. Now, Atkins Realis says this technology center will be used to work on even better nuclear and environmental cleanup operations, as well as clean energy advances, digital solutions, and even making robotics a bigger part of our everyday lives.
It's not just a slogan, is engineering a better future for its planet and its people. And it's not just a slogan. We have values that we live by. All of our employees, we look at each other as a family unit, and we're about getting work done to make the world a better place. And in this case at the Hanford site, it's about cleaning the waste, doing it safely, not getting anyone hurt, and doing it with timely results.
Now today, the mayor of Richland also proclaimed it Atkins Reales Day in honor of that new technology center opening.
Governor Jay Inslee made multiple stops today in Walla Walla. We caught the governor right here at Walla Walla Community College's new Sustainable Living Center. The topic, how the Climate Commitment Act is impacting people in Walla Walla and surrounding communities. Inslee heard from a panel as they discussed how things like home audits help tremendously. The state says they are helping homeowners and renters alike by saving money with efficiency improvements. Governor, recently there was obviously the drought declaration. How does that play into this?
You know, sometimes it's difficult to understand the relationship between insulation in an old home and preventing a drought that can be devastating to our whole state and our agricultural community. But there is a clear connection. Because if we're going to prevent these droughts from swallowing the state of Washington, from causing forest fires and not having irrigation for our crops, we got to figure out a way to reduce pollution in our air, because we know this pollution is causing the climate to change.
Inslee also paid a visit to an adult family home in Walla Walla, exploring how efficient heat pumps work. The governor ended his day at Woodward Canyon Winery, holding more discussions with locals about climate change and other initiatives his office is working on. Washington is officially in a drought emergency. That is according to the U.S. Department of Ecology.
I believe that's the State Department of Ecology
here
issued a drought declaration for almost the entire state, other than that small section you see there in gray around the Seattle metro area. Now, state officials say they are expecting a dry, warm spring and summer. So they declared the drought emergency to free up $4.5 million in grants to help manage conditions. And it's been kind of a dry spring, but it doesn't feel like drought conditions yet.
No, not yet. Stacy, we're getting ready for some cold weather, huh?
Well, you got to look at a lot of things that go into this. Our snowpack is at 68% of normal. We like that to be up around 100%. That fills those watersheds. Those are down to 75% right now, and they'll be reducing as the season goes on. Our stream flows are going to be reduced to anywhere from 50 to 60% of normal. So that means that we're going to have some issues as the warm air comes through. We heat up into the summer and we dry out. They say the warmest winter since 1895. We did have El Nino this year, which accounted for less snow. A warm, dry summer ahead of us, and well, it's time to start thinking about conserving water, whether that's in your yard, around your home, thinking about the vegetation you plant, or even when you brush your teeth by turning that water tap off. Start thinking about conserving water as we get into this drought. Here's our drought monitor. We are starting to dry out through the region. This graph will update each week. We haven't updated yet this week, and we're going to start to see these areas grow with the drought continuing and those warmer conditions moving through the area. So lots more to get to. Your First Alert full weather forecast. We'll talk about the cold air tonight coming up. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. We saw some travel troubles this morning. Alaska Airlines had to ground all of its planes for about an hour because of a technical issue. So Alaska says they were upgrading the system that calculates the weight and the balance of the planes. They said something went wrong. They did manage to get that system working again, but they expected ripple effects from the hour-long ground stop to impact travelers for the rest of the day. Now that comes as lawmakers in Congress were holding back-to-back hearings focused on safety issues at Boeing.
Yeah, so lawmakers heard from whistleblowers and aviation experts, but Boeing representatives did not attend. Tonight, ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest.
Today, a Boeing engineer spoke out on Capitol Hill about his employer.
I'm not here today because I want to be here. I'm here today because I felt that I must come forward.
Sam Salapore claims the Boeing 787 Dreamliner could fail over time because he believes it was put together improperly. He accuses Boeing of taking manufacturing shortcuts by ignoring gaps in the fuselage to save time and money.
In a rush to address its bottlenecks in production, Boeing hit problems, pushing pieces together with excessive force to make him appear that the gaps don't exist even though they exist.
So far, Salapur has not provided any documentation to support this claim. Boeing calls the claims inaccurate and says it is fully confident in the safety and durability of the 787. Boeing strongly disputes the allegations, and this week the company invited cameras inside of its South Carolina facility, where senior engineers explained how Boeing tested the fuselage, simulating 165,000 flights with no issues.
It's actually the longest fatigue test of any commercial airplane that's ever been run.
The FAA reviewed and approved Boeing's production quality after the issue was first raised years ago. It's conducting another investigation into Salapur's claims industry experts say warrant many questions.
We got to pay attention to our whistleblowers, but when you hear somebody conflating things a little bit, I begin to be concerned about their overall message.
Salapur accuses Boeing of retaliating against him after speaking out. Boeing says it encourages employees to speak up about any issues. It also says reports to an internal tip line for quality control are up 500% this year. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And stay with us for updates in this story. On Capitol Hill today, efforts to kick Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas out of office didn't last long. The House of Representatives sent articles of impeachment to the Senate yesterday, accusing Mayorkas of refusing to follow immigration law and breaching Americans' trust. Today, the Senate was required to become a court of impeachment, with Washington Senator Patty Murray presiding. The senators voted to dismiss both charges against Mayorkas within hours of the trial starting. They say that age is just a number, and for the woman in Richland you're about to meet, this couldn't be more true.
Carolyn Fleischauer has seen a lot in her 105 years. She recently sat down for a chat with our Riley Fitzgerald.
And how do you think that you got to 105 years old? That's an age a lot of people...
I don't even think about age.
Carolyn Fleischauer isn't spilling any of her century-plus long secrets, not any family recipes, nor how she managed to reach 105 years old, as she stayed carefree and cheeky with her responses.
But in the home, you did some cooking, probably.
We'd open a can of beans and heat it.
I caught up with Carolyn and her daughter Carol about how it feels to be in the triple digits. It's not only a blessing for her, but also her family.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's totally amazing. And for her to be interested in the family, and family is all important to her, and friendships, and just to have her here, it's just amazing and wonderful.
Born in 1918, a week before World War I came to a close.
In Boston. Boston. Remember that.
The most important thing she says to do is to be understanding, whether that be in a relationship, in a job, in school, or just in life.
Understanding others and what they are trying to say, and understanding them. That's a big thing.
One thing she definitely still has is her humor.
You have a lot of women in your family.
I was trying to think of that one.
I think they're all very strong women.
As Carol says, it's a family with lots of women, only a daughter, 2 granddaughters, and 3 great-granddaughters, and 1 great-grandson. Carolyn tells me her dad and her mom were doctors. She followed the path of helping people. Carolyn was a teacher up until she retired in the early 2000s. Her daughter Carol taught too, as did one of her granddaughters. She says she doesn't get out too much anymore, but she gets on great with the staff at Brookdale Torbett in Richland.
This lady just blows my mind, blows everybody's mind here. And whenever we walk around and we see all of these other people, they ask her like, how old are you? And she's like, I'm 105 and still kicking in. My goodness.
She's lived through wars, women's suffrage, the turn of the century, changes in technology and rights, and more for her to end up in Richland. While there have been bumps and bruises along the way, she says some of the real challenges of being 105 also include needing to be understanding.
What are the good parts about being 105?
Doing this, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder if she's ever been on TV.
I don't know, but I hope I'm that happy and spunky when I'm 105.
Oh my God, I love her. All right, well, we are seeing some clear skies, but you might want a jacket if you're headed out for a walk.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out there, but it is one of our favorite times of the week. We're going to introduce you to the star of this week's Operation Best Friend. This guy has a name that got all of us listening closely. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
When you've been representing accident victims as long as Alan has, you develop a certain sense of confidence and expertise. Word spreads. People know and trust you. Insurance companies take you seriously. It takes hard work to earn a good reputation.
Dear Unleashed, no one knows the feeling of freedom quite the way you do. But damned if we don't come really, really close. Let's break the chain. Yours, Tundra.
Right now, get 3.99% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Race towards big wins at Wild Horse Resort and Casino during the $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes. The track comes alive with over $13,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Pick your lucky horse, jockey your way to victory, and ride away with up to $700 cash. Then join us Saturday, April 27 for a $15,000 grand prize. 3 winners will race towards the finish line, and the winner takes home $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports and your day becomes better and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
When I come home and Lena grabs my leg.
She does.
It just does something.
And then I remind her, he didn't want you.
Next live, Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
Tomorrow at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Nice work. You take card?
Can I get a check?
Sure. Let me go find one.
Thanks.
Check behind the VCR. Can I be frank? You're cutting off potential clients by not offering card payments. That's like only watching one channel.
That's fine. World War II channel.
One type of music.
Postmodern polka.
One chain.
Don't be a hater.
Try our mobile card reader.
Oh, good. You do take it.
Welcome to the future.
All right, let's power up.
Nice.
2 hands. 10 and 2.
STCU Business. Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
We're just about to start construction season around here. That means slow down, read the signs. Remember, fines are double in construction area. It's about to start, and watch out for the other guy.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Welcome back. Today's operation in Operation Best Friend is, are we ready for this? Rob Lowe, just like the actor with whom he shares his name. He's got a lot of charm and a lot of charisma.
So are you the person who can give him his forever home? Take a look.
Hey everyone, I'm Monica from the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter in Pasco, Washington. I brought a very special guest for Operation Best Friend this week. It is the as seen on TV, Mr. Rob Lowe. Now it may not be this that you're thinking of, but he is on TV, right? Rob is an estimated 5-year-old pit bull lab mix. He has been at the shelter for almost 6 months. He was found as a stray in Pasco. Rob's favorite thing to do at the shelter is go for very long walks by the river. He walks very well on a leash. He also knows basic commands like sit, shake, and lay down. He loves to play with toys. He has discovered that his favorite toy is a red squeaky bone. Nothing could get that thing away from him today, not even a beef liver treat. Rob really loved coming in the car with me today. He just watched out the window the whole way and was very relaxed. He tends to be a little dog selective. He also kind of just seems to not really care about other dogs being near him, so he might be best as an only pet. Rob's adoption fee is only $50. That actually goes for all of the shelter pets at the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter, and it includes their microchipping, their vaccination, and their spay and neuter surgery. Whoever adopts Rob Lowe will receive a gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium for $50 to jumpstart the spoiling of your new pooch.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And just like the actor, the dog is pretty handsome too. All right, Apple Valley, our studio sky cam. We're taking a peek up at Thompson Hill tonight. Clear skies, looking good. Nothing blowing. That's great. Our winds are down to 0. 62 degrees on the sky cam, and our sunset tonight at 7:47. Let's take a peek at our 24-hour temperature change. I've been showing you this the last couple of days. Remember, we were 10 and 15 degrees cooler. Now we're warming up. We're 12 degrees warmer right now in Cle Elum than just 24 hours ago. About 5 degrees here and 3 along the foothills. But as the sun goes down, we are going to be cooling way down. Now, I wish I could tell you that the pollen counts were better. They are a little bit better, but they're staying pretty high even through the weekend. Again, juniper, birch, and alder are the main trees that are causing a lot of the pollen in the air. Soon we'll start to see the white, the cottonwood fluff is going to be flying around, so get ready for that. All right, radar and satellite, we're looking good. This ridge of high pressure is going to move in. That's going to warm things up. There is a system sitting out on the coast that's mainly going to impact the west side of the state. Our weather pattern, though, has been going with this guy, this upper level low. It's been keeping our temperatures cooler as that cool air flows down from the north. That will start to move out as that ridge of high pressure moves in the next 24 hours or so. So we'll definitely start to see a warm up. But for tonight, there is a freeze warning in place till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, all through the Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues, down in Hermiston, up into Prosser, Yakima, and Kittitas Valley. So protect your sensitive vegetation, especially if you got some of those fun pots for like Easter. Bring those guys inside tonight, or cover up sensitive vegetation outside to keep it from, well, freezing tonight. So let's take a look at our temperatures overnight tonight, if the button will click. There we go. Temperatures in the 30s, again, down to the freezing level. 30 degrees in Pendleton, but there's little microclimates in this area. Could see them dropping down into the 20s. 32 at Hanford, 33, Yakima, 30 in Ellensburg. That freeze warning, like I said, cover those plants up, bring those baskets and planters inside tonight. For tomorrow, though, look for that sunshine. The warm up is on the way, close to 70 Tri-Cities, 60s here along the foothills of the Blues and into the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Futurecast, pretty quiet. You see those northerly flow winds going to shift off to the east. Slight chance of a stray shower in the Blues, not impacting pretty much anyone. If you're heading out on the road this weekend, looking pretty good. Sunshine for Thursday, Friday. It's always beautiful in Seattle when you see the sunshine. Saturday, though, could see some showers. If you're heading to Portland this weekend, look at that, 72 on Friday, cooling down with some showers possible on Saturday, and up towards Spokane this weekend, looking pretty good there. Should be dry, but a little bit on the cool side, especially overnight with those temperatures dropping into the 30s. 7-day planning forecast looking wonderful. Earth Day on Monday. Temperatures hitting the 70s on Monday and Tuesday next week for the Yakima area. Tri-Cities, we're going to hit those 70-degree temps beginning Friday through Sunday, and then Monday, look at that, 74. I see 76 on Tuesday. Here's Walla Walla, a little overcast there, a little bit cooler, but hitting 72 on Earth Day Monday. And looking at Hermiston, we'll have mostly calm, cool weather there as well. Back to 70 by Sunday all the way through Tuesday. And then we're expecting a little bit of a system to come our way later into the week where we could cool down and maybe start to see some showers later into the week. But remember, we need those showers. April showers bring those May flowers. All right, stick around. We've got our viewer photo of the day. You're going to love this one. It's coming up.
Thanks, Stacey. And up next on Apple Valley News Now, a gold heist in Canada finally results in nearly a dozen arrests a year later.
Yes, but investigators say that heist was part of a much bigger scheme. Stay with us.
She's the star of Growing Up Chrisley, and tomorrow morning, in an emotional new interview, Savannah Chrisley opens up about her parents, their prison sentences, and taking custody of her younger siblings while her parents are incarcerated.
That's the tough part.
Good Morning America, tomorrow.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar, April 25th. And find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
On behalf of STCU, we want to present you with this $1,000 check.
Joe McDonald volunteered at the Pasco Aviation Museum, and although he is gone, his dedication to the museum lives on, earning them a $1,000 check from STCU.
He was very particular and did all the research, so the information that's in the display cases were absolutely accurate.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. A gold heist in Canada almost sounds like something out of Hollywood.
Yeah, so investigators say they've arrested 9 people who are accused of stealing a shipment of gold from the Toronto airport. Police say this happened a year ago today. They say a crew of criminals used a big truck and a fake pickup slip to get away with thousands of gold bars that were worth millions of dollars. Investigators say they melted that gold down and used at least some of it to buy illegal guns.
This isn't just about gold, this is about how gold becomes guns. It isn't about stolen vehicles become guns. And gold can be remade and gold can be insured and so can cars, but people's lives and what happens when guns are involved cannot.
Now, investigators here in the U.S. are credited with helping break the case. State troopers in Pennsylvania caught one of those 9 suspects on alleged traffic violations. Investigators say he was not allowed to be in the United States, and they also say he had guns in his rental car.
All right, coming up next, Stacy has a special song for us.
A special song, a special picture you're going to love to see. That's next.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide. So there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and the new location on West Court Street. 420, that's April 20th. It's the annual Smokin' 420 sale from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. This year is off the charts. Get 50% off glass, free goodie bags for the first 300 people through the door, free tacos from 11 to 5, and all-day raffle and prizes. Don't miss the huge savings on the one-day 420 sale at all 6 locations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
I'm loving a pizza. Loving a pizza. Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. Loving a pizza. I've been loving a pizza. Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. And Yakima's home.
How about a pizza from Tony's Big Cheese for dinner tonight?
And with some amazing cheese bread. And yummy chicken wings. I want that.
When you want lunch or dinner the delicious, easy way, come to Yakima's Hometown Pizzeria.
We can't wait to see you at Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the Safeway Plaza at 24th and Nob Hill.
Next, E.T.
I feel incredibly lucky.
We're with Zendaya taking her fashion tour to Hollywood. Then,
hi, I'm Devin Sawa, and this is my E.T. retrospective.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back. We are talking about the cute animals. We had Rob Lowe, the dog, and now I love our viewer picture tonight.
Our viewer picture tonight. Come take a look at your screen. Look at that. Now, I made up the song because I do have grandkids. Baby duck, 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 baby duck. You guys know the song.
Oh, yeah. Now
if you have any kids or
Top of my
grandkids,
head.
you've heard that a million times. But anyway, those are actually geese, I believe. Thank you, Raphael, though, for sending that in. And if you want to get your weather photo on the air, that little QR code on the right-hand side of your screen, just click that onto your phone. It'll take you right to the appropriate page where you can upload your photo, or just go to applevalleynewsnow.com, click on the weather tab. So pretty easy to do. Let's take a quick peek at your day tomorrow. Not bad. It's going to be a little chilly in the early morning hours, but as soon as the sun comes out, we're going to start warming up. That warming trend is here, 60s by midday, and well, we might even hit 70 degrees or pretty close to it around the area. Quick look at our 7-day planning forecast for Yakima and Tri-Cities. Look at that. I see 70s. Earth Day is Monday, everybody. It's going to be beautiful on Earth Day, so make sure you have plans to get out and do something good for the planet. And look at those temps in Walla Walla and Hermiston. Not a bad looking forecast. So yeah, not bad, guys. I'm happy to see. It makes me like, I get joyful again when it gets warm, the wind dries down, and yeah.
Yeah, I had to have my coat this morning. I'm looking forward to just leaving that at home.
There you go.
Keep it in there.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you for watching. We are back tonight at 11.
Hoping your news is good news.